Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. I want to start out by saying again thank you for all the subscribers. Again, we made it to 1,000 and we're still climbing. If you guys want to support the channel even more, go ahead and look at my Patreon page. I would appreciate donations. That will help me create more fun and interesting content for all of you guys. And if you're just looking for another way to help my channel grow and to help me succeed, that would be great. If you guys have any suggestions, this is to anybody out there. If you have any suggestions or things that you want to see me do, decks that you want to see me make, go ahead and say so in the comments. You can send over deck codes and I'll take a look at the decks and see if it's something that fits my channel and what I want to do. And yeah, and we're just looking to have a good time here. This is important right now. I feel like with COVID going on, just help lightening the mood for everybody and giving them kind of an escape to go look at. So please go ahead and look at the Patreon page. Subscribe if you haven't already. That means a lot as well. And yeah, let's get on to this video. Today, this is actually, it's definitely a meme deck. We're going to start out by saying this because half of the viewers here don't seem to have a funny bone in their body. This is definitely a meme deck. We are running Concurrent Timelines with Ashe and with Trundle. Now, Concurrent Timelines, let's go over this. This is an epic card. I'll go over this in the game as well. It's an epic card without any sort of like animation going off. It just like stops. It goes, you like do this spell and then it just kind of disappears when it goes through, which is really stupid. I think they should get on that and start making a little bit better of a animation for this. But for the rest of the game, the first time you play a follower each round, pick one of 3 followers with the same cost to transform it into. So it gives you a choice of 3 followers that you can choose to transform your units into. Now, I know a lot of people are going with, you know, the meta concurrent timelines deck, if that's even a thing, with either Karina or with Ladros, you know, and then turning it into the Dreadway and dealing a whole bunch of damage. This is a little different. Like I said, we're going with Trundle here because Trundle, if you guys forgot, produces an 8 mana card that refills your mana. And so you get basically a free 8 cost, really big card for free. And that's super funny. We get some pretty cool cards. Captain Farron is one of the best cards to get with 8 mana, but there's a couple of others that are pretty good too. And he just deals a massive amount of damage, and there's a lot of pressure. And he's basically a free card that you get. So yeah, it refills your spell mana, and you get Captain Farron. Pretty cool here. So we're going with Ashe. Ashe is more control-y. Ashe has a lot of followers as well, like the Avros the Icefell Archer. We can get our Frostbite on the enemy. And there's actually some pretty cool combos with this card too, that you can turn it into things with Challenger, and you can Frostbite and then turn into a Challenger and then kill the unit. So there's quite a few cool cards that this can turn into and make use of its own Frostbite ability. So pretty cool. And yeah, we're running most of the Frostbite archetype here for Ashe, kind of controlling our enemy and being able to get to the late game so that we can play our iceberg and be able to get some pretty cool value out of that. Now, on top of this, we're also including some pretty interesting cards here, like the Back Alley Barkeep. A 4-cost card. When I'm summoned, create in hand from your regions for each Back Alley Barkeep you've summoned this game. Pretty cool. So we get a random card. So the kind of drawback to this card in general is that it's got a very small stat line for a 4-cost unit. Now we can get around that because we could just change him into something else. So we get card production with this guy. And then if you play multiple, you know, get multiple card production. And then you don't even have to keep the stat line. You can get something bigger and better. Pretty cool. Babbling Bjorg, the same thing. We get card draw and then can turn him into something bulkier. And Avros and Hearthguard. So another interesting thing with Concurrent Timelines is that all of the buffs on the units stay. So no matter what you turn them into, if you've played the Avros and Hearthguard, all of your units, even after they've transformed, will have the +1/+1 stat line. Same thing with the Omen Hawk. And with any other buffs that you put on them. All right, and then finishing up the game, of course, we got Trundle, we got Harsh Winds, and we got 1 Progress Day just for card draw to fill up our hand if we need it. Harsh Winds and Progress Day actually are kind of low-key very important. Not very important, but can actually come in handy because we have the potential of turning our units into the unstable Voltician. So having the ability to be able to proc this unit and give it, you know, not only will it be buffed, but also it has a 8/4 stat line. You know, with quick attack, that's pretty strong. So anyway, I'm not saying this is a strong deck by any means. It's super fun to play. There's a lot of fun interactions with it, and you should definitely try it out and tell me how it goes for you. Don't expect, you know, miracles every game, but if you want to have a fun time and play an interesting deck, this is definitely for you. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Alright, we're going against a Victor, Ezreal, and a Aphelios deck. Created cards? I don't really know. We are getting rid of everything here. Searching for more of our win conditions in things like Ashe. And hey, we got a turn 1 play, so we're going to go for it. I don't know how many Ezreals he's running in the deck. Is he going for more of an Ezreal win here? Aphelios? I really don't know. Buff Trundle, that's nice. Now we can go with Avaros and Sentry. This should stop him, unless he's got a Thermogenic Beam. Okay. And do we go for Kindly Tavern Keeper? Let's go ahead and force him to use something here if he's got it. Alright. He gets a gym, we get a Concurrent Timelines.
With every step, 2 steps.
And I say we just go for this right now. He did not get his Nightfall proc. Nice. So I think we may just go with Babbling Bjerg here. Actually, we're pretty safe playing Ashe.
My arrow? I think not.
And I think we open attack here.
Show me a target.
He has to buff it. Most likely, he'll be able to buff his unit. Searching for a way to kill the Ashe. He's got his weapon too. His moon weapon. Okay. And Aphelios is pretty annoying. Go with the Trundle. He's got a Thermogenic Beam, then we just take it. Yeah. I had no way to save her anyway.
Unify the tribes.
We got 5 damage on the Nexus. Alright, so let's look at what we want to play here next. Got 5 cost cards. Should we go for the Barkeep? Let's go for the Barkeep. Voice of the Risen is interesting.
Take your poison.
I wish I had the ability to play Ice Pillar. Okay.
Move short as the moon, brother.
I'm gonna pass. I was wondering for a second how I got Mechanized Mimic. Like, how did I steal that from this guy? But I realized that we created it with the Barkeep. Kind of funny. Alright, man, yeah, I do wish that we had just a little bit more mana here to play this. Should we go like this? These are not very good cards. Deal 6 to a unit and silence it. That's fine. We can't stop it. Like this.
A true Fragorian welcome.
2, 3, 6, 9.
Words sharp as swords.
Where are we at? 7? Could stop that. I think we want to use Entomb on this Aphelios though, so do I care if he kills this? It buffs my units, so I think this is fine, to be honest. We'll say okay. It's not like I have a champion out anyway to get value from Voice of the Risen, so we'll take it and say okay. We got some pretty good cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just want to make sure we're not overdrawing. So we're at 9.
These are dark times.
So yeah, buffed these units. Progress day is not very good. Got second Trundle though. He's at 1 of 4. He's leveled up his Ezreal though. So maybe we'll have to use the Entomb on the Ezreal.
Time for a true display of skill.
Should we search for an elusive unit? We've got Frostbites. Let's actually play the Ice Pillar first. And I think it's Captain Farron. Big boy Farron. Oh yeah, we're gonna use the... We're definitely gonna use, our Harsh Winds. He shouldn't have enough here to deal that much damage to me. So Trundle's coming out. Maybe you should have played Trundle first. We got another Ice Pillar though. For another 8-cost card next turn. But yeah, I think we're just gonna stun these 2 units here. Or I mean, we're going to Frostbite them. 1 of 4, you shouldn't be able to level him up.
I declare the will of God.
Okay.
Our allies did not fall in vain.
I am with you.
Okay. He's gonna buff my units.
Blessings of the moon.
Be strong. These are dark.
Alright, so he does end up stunning the Captain Farron, but we have another Ice Pillar that we can play here. Which is pretty funny. Fearsome is good. Let's go. I think we just go with the big boy here. He's got units to block anyway, so. Too bad I didn't get another Captain Farron.
Gems are superb. Bad for the teeth, though.
I think we actually have to... Well, I guess I can't pull him, huh? Let's go ahead and just pull this guy, right? Or does it matter? Got a couple of 8-cost cards on the board, so he gets buffed to 9, right? 9, and we've got 2, 3 sisters here. I think we just attack like this for now. He shouldn't have enough burst speed here to kill me. Alright. We kill the Aphelios. I think that's actually pretty important. Okay, we'll pass. We got some ways to deal with this guy too. So we have another Entomb and we have Flash Freeze if he open attacks here. Let's hope this guy doesn't get anything too crazy.
The time of machines is now.
We gotta play, I think, the Avaros and Hearth card here. Recognize Mimic is pretty good. We've got Overwhelm.
Ingenious.
Pass. Pass. He's just trying to deal as much damage as possible. I think we just go for this now. Hope he doesn't have another Ezreal. Pass. Pass.
Metal is perfection.
Okay. He doesn't have enough to get through my units here. Too big. Alright, there we go. Got the win. That was a little bit more controlly than I wanted it to be. That was pretty cool though. All of the creation and the cards that we got to pick from that. So, sorry if that got a little bit boring at the end, but control games kind of end up going that way. Alright, we're going against Hunter. Freljord and Noxus. I actually want to try out a Braum Vladimir deck with the Bloodletter, I think is what it's called. I'm actually going to keep this hand. Yeah, I just want to see how good it is and if it helps the archetype a little bit. Burst speed Poro with Braum is pretty nice. And there it is. It meowed. You think this is a cat? I don't know. It's creepy. Alright, Avaros and Sentry coming on now. So he gets value out of it, which sucks a little bit. He's probably going to have a Crimson unit here. Let's pass. I don't really even have a good move here. Or do I just want to use this? We got a card draw out, so I think we're pretty happy just using this at the moment. And then we can play the Icefell Archer over him. So there's the Crimson guy. Who do we want to stop here? I think we actually just want to go like this. That does not help me too much. This is actually okay. I don't think I get a Nightfall proc. Let's go with Stalking Wolf. Actually pretty nice. What are the chances he has a transfusion? This is okay. We force him to use something though, and he doesn't get any damage on. That's actually not too bad. And now we can block into this with our Avarosan Sentry. So that actually worked out pretty good. That was actually a pretty cool combo.
Be grateful I even noticed it.
Alright, let's go for Babbling Bjerg here. This allows us to establish a blocker. Ooh, I don't know. I don't think I can pass up on the Sandcrafter here. It's a pretty decent blocker too.
I like your face.
Alright, what do we want to do now? We have so many options. We could go with the Avaros and Hearthguard. We have to pull in this. Oh, our opponent surrendered. Oh, man. Man, this was just getting really spicy. I'm disappointed. Why surrender? That was looking to be a really cool game for us. Man. Oh, wow. I guess we'll showcase it just to show that this deck is worth surrendering over. Alright, we're going against Ionia and Noxus. So we actually could have our concurrent timelines denied. So let's look for it in our opening hand, I think. We don't get it. We've seen 3 Trundles, though. 3 Sisters and 3 Trundles. Alright, we pass. Yeah, it can be nopified. We trade even with that at the very least if he decides to nopify it, but oh well. Omen Hawk. Let's see if he's got Beyblade. With the Avarosan Sentry.
I'll spot him.
Take 1 damage if he attacks. Deciding what he wants to do here. It's pretty simple. Okay. Not much to really decide. Alright, we'll go with Omen Hawk. Buff up our units a little bit. Let's see. We have the 2 Trundles. I would really like to get concurrent. I'm actually going to attack. If he plays something like a Steel Tempest, I don't know why you would do that this early on, but he could. Yeah, wow. I think this is actually positive. He doesn't get any damage with it. I almost think that the Avaros and Hearthguard is more important than the Trundle here because of intimidating roar.
Follow the wind, but watch your back.
I think we still have to play this. Got 2 Avaros and Hearthguards.
Blade never gets any lighter.
We'll block the 4 damage. Okay. Yeah, I almost think that this is more important. Can it be? I'm gonna go for it.
Our strength is yours.
I would really like to have my concurrent timelines here. Let's see what he does. I wonder if he's got, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's running both Ionia and Noxus. What are the chances that he has? He's used 1 Steel Tempest, Concussive Palm, and Arachnoid Sentry. Do you have Intimidating Roar? What is he like waiting so long to decide? He does. I'm glad I put this out.
Alert the village.
Hey, there's concurrent timelines. We're just going to attack here.
Death doesn't scare me.
Is this Swain at 5? Yeah. And I think we go for this. It's kind of an aggressive deck. I don't know that they run Nopify in it. And again, I think it's worth trading it for. I think he's got Ravenous Flock. He's certainly taking this time to decide what to do. Okay. Going pretty low here. And yeah, I'll take this now. Man, yeah, that just fizzled out. That's so dumb. It's an epic card. They should at least have a decent animation with it, right? Come on.
One blade, one purpose.
I think it's important to block, actually. What do we want to do here? Let's go with the Avarice and Hearthguard again. It's not bad. Vanguard Cavalry is pretty good too. I don't really have a good way to protect the Rhyme-Tusk Shaman, unfortunately. Noxian Fervor could be a thing too. Do we gamble? Let's gamble.
We fight for one Freljord.
I wish it was buffed. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, I wish it was buffed. Pretty sure we play Trundle this next round. We probably play Trundle and Icevale Archer. Depending on what he has here. City Breaker.
Sends chills up my spine.
Nice. Alright. This is like pointless now. Yeah, we'll go for it. Do I want to do that? I think we can play Trundle, actually.
These are troll lands.
We'll play Trundle. And, get the Ice Pillar out, and then we'll play Icevale Archer if he's got a Swain or something here. If he has another Intimidating Roar, he actually will not damage my Trundle. He'll deal 2 to the Rhyme-Tusk Shaman, but he won't damage my Trundle. One, two, three, four, five. We may just have to go for the Ash win here. We're at 1 of 5 for Ash. We do have a lot of Frostbites in hand. We got 4, 5 potentially in hand. 5 total for Ash, I mean. We've only got 4 in hand. This guy's really taking his time. If he doesn't play anything here, we pass. Every day. We're not going to attack into a Concussive Palm.
Everyone bleeds for the right price.
That doesn't help us. Faces of the Old Ones helps us just a little bit. I think we just go for this.
Thank you.
It's funny for sure. We get an extra mana gem this next round. And he can't play Swain now. That's good. Why would he play this? I think he's got a Ravenous Flock in hand. But yeah, we get the we should get the Behold proc from this thing. And now we play Ice Pillar, but it's not our turn to go. Let me play Ice Pillar. We got a 6/5 back alley Barkeep too. We actually have a way to protect Trundle as well. I would prefer... So I guess if we save Trundle, then we have to play the back alley Barkeep. We really need Ashe here. Three-eighths of the way through the deck. Yeah, so he can do this. It does stun me, but he actually doesn't even... I guess he does. He will hurt them one. I think this is okay, though.
Ice runs in our veins.
He gets one extra damage. That's it.
My own.
I bet he's got Ravenous Flock. Let's level up. I think we level up our Trundle. Ooh, which one do we go for? This is actually a very interesting... I think we just go for Cat.
I'm gonna make a U-sickle. You're in my kingdom now.
So we get him out of the ability to kill my Trundle. He probably would have killed the Rhymetusk Shaman anyway. We actually can save her as well. In fact, we may even entomb this Yasuo. So let's see what he does. He can play Swain. He's got enough to play the Swain here. And a Ravenous Flock. So if he's got two Swains in hand, he would have a Ravenous Flock here. We can save them by entombing the Yasuo. Wow, he's just ending? Isn't that fine? We played a unit. I think this is fine.
Sends chills up my spine.
I'll knock 'em dead. One smack'll do.
No more running.
I wish I had a way to stop his stuns. At the very least, he's not damaging me, though. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Got two stuns. We'll get the deny out of him if he has it. And deal 8 damage. This is worth trading a deny into. He's only got 3 cards left. Yeah, or that too. We will take that too. All day long. He has to spend a lot of mana.
Follow the wind, but watch your back.
not really close to going deep. That turns a 10-10 if we go deep, though. Don't really want to play the Veteran Investigator either.
The frost reveals all to me.
Destination in sight.
That's annoying. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is almost the worst card we could have drawn. 2 back alley barkeeps, literally. Some of the worst cards we could have drawn here because we overdraw. I needed Ash. If we have Ash, we actually have a decent chance of winning this game. But,
Sends chills up my spine.
alright.
Crush 'em to dust.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Get
And we have to open attack here.
down.
We have flash freezes for this Yasuo if he's got any way to,
I alone decide my fate.
Fine, fine.
You have to block this with the Yasuo, right? I guess he blocks it with the City Breaker. He just wants to create stuns for me, right? To keep my units from... I could entomb him again, though. We probably want to entomb the Swain, though.
And I thought I was a troll.
He's got 3 cards left. We can win here. Do we go for the win, or do we play it safe and use the entomb when he plays the Swain?
I'm rich!
Hope you brought friends.
He's not stunning, which makes me feel like he doesn't have a way to deal with. He doesn't have a way to deal with it. I think he would stun my units if he did. He's got 3 cards left. But yeah, maybe we just lose if we, okay. Got him. Yeah, I think he would have stunned there. That was kind of a gamble because I'm either keeping the Entomb to use it on the Swain or the ship. I can't think of the name right now. Or I could go for the win there with Fear of the North, and I don't think he has it. Otherwise, he would have used it. So, yeah, pretty safe. Fury there, pretty safe. There was still a chance that he had something though.